Welcome back, everybody. How are you guys today? I'm Miss Shine Light 7. Welcome. This is a 21 plus reading. Raw, uncut, unfiltered, unbiased reader. I don't know what the messages will be before the messages come out. So please take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. Suggestions, questions, and comments can be left in the comment section below. This is a general plus a collective. It won't resonate with every single one of you. And if it does not resonate, please check out some of the other videos in the playlist along with Before You Go. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification along with the thumbs up. I want to first apologize if I'm lagging anybody. My data is running slow, okay? So I'm having some difficulties with my data, but my messages should be clear and you should be able to hear the messages, okay? So I have new energy to the table as well, some new energy as well. I'm just going to come with a quick message. Today is Monday. Today is my birthday, but I did decide to, bring some messages to you guys as well. Okay, because I'm a Leo, and Leos do have messages still too. Other Leos. Okay, so stills her look. This is do you talk to yourself in the mirror? So that is that scarring in the mirrors. This is also watch before you adopt a dog or have a child. Try parenting a timepiece with your significant other. So like maybe buy a watch or also pay attention to how your person reacts if you don't have children with that person, place, or thing, or children or dog. See how they act first before you jump into that big leap. Okay, talking about choose a cause. Number one, first choose a cause. Choose what do you want, a baby or you want a dog? Somebody's talking about that, but they saying say like time. It's like time, like watch. Something about a reflection in the mirror. Something about first sight. Something about an Aries. Something about vitality. Something about the first impression. Something about some identity. Something about your appearance. Turning Sin City into a hit city. This is from Wow to What the F. I only know one way to raise him. First, you'll have to change him to a loaf of unleavened bread. Presto changeo. So that's some kind of abracadabra magic, but they're talking about the divine. You know what I mean? Something about being unleavened bread and something about leavening and something like that. How long has it been? How long has he been dead? The Lord, oh Lord, about 3 days. So this is about something that's going to happen in 3 days. Because, on the third day, he rose. Okay, so something about the third day. Something about somebody steal something from you. Something about turning Sin City into a hit city. So we can't go back to Solomon and Gomorrah. We can't go back to that because if you did, you would have been turned into a pillar of salt. Somebody might be salty here. Leo energy here. You might have pleasures in your fifth house, and you also have first impressions in your first house in Aries. Something about sex, something about attention, something about fulfilling work or creative projects, something about amusing energy here, something about the sun. Something about somebody's plotting against you here. This is also take the rose-colored glasses off because we have Sir Elton John here. And we love Sir. So also hydration is here under the smart water, under the glaciers. Somebody might be in the glaciers. Something about something that's still submerged. Something about, but they be a little weird. So this is subways. So this is sub and ways, like subject to change their ways. That's what I'm getting right here. Because the rose-colored glasses. And then we got steroid abuse. It says a radioactive roid rage. Somebody's on roids. Somebody is on roids, or somebody just could be just at the gym. No, they telling me it's roids though. They telling me roids, and it also could be somebody with hemorrhoids too. But they're talking about steroids abuse. Somebody's having a psychotic episode with it. Mm-hmm. Something about maybe in another lifetime. This is something about a blueprint. Somebody might be building a bomb shelter here. Something about something that's going to explode here. Because this is like mudslides and waterfalls. And somebody might be going to visit the Grand Canyon. And you might not make it to the Grand Canyon in this lifetime. Something about somebody's plotting against you. Let's see all this stuff, you guys. I want to see all of it. All of it. And I know this one is divine, about turning sin into a hot city. I know that's divine right there. At the bottom of the deck, we got Pisces. Pisces, last but not least, little bit of fishies. And that's about the unseen realms. That's about Neptune energy. That's December energy. 12th month, 12th house. Without physical form, like dreams, secrets, and emotions. Intuitive, perhaps even psychic. Okay, so they're still plotting against you here. Somebody is awakening, though. So even though they're plotting against you, there's still some awakening here that's going to happen or take place. Somebody is a chameleon. Take the rose-colored glasses off with Sir Elton John. Here, somebody's plotting against you. We can't live like this. Unexpected visitor. You ain't seen nothing yet. I have a crush on you. Had a crush on you longer than you know. On the love, it's irresistibly desired to be desired. Irresistibly to be desired. Misguided here on the possible setup here. This is I have options, but I want you. This is also about deleting messages and photos. This is about a person being a nymphomaniac. I want a baby, but my husband is paralyzed after a freak accident. So somebody's man is a quadriplegic here, and you want to have a baby. Very much understood. Their fantasy of you. They have a deep fantasy of you. Because they got the nympho here. This is a dynamic duo working as a team. This is just between me and you. Ooh, baby, mental magic, mentalism. My baby donor. So somebody that wants to have a baby, that's a quadriplegic, you might have to get a donor, or y'all might have to see, if he's able to, make. I know sperm banks can be expensive. Somebody lost faith in this connection here. I told you because they got subways. Subject to changing their ways. Even if you say no, you're still mine. And up together, you could be yourself with them. So this person says you could be yourself with them. But maybe it might be a little too much. You might be being a little too much to you. With the underarm, he got a clothespin on your arm, on his nose. So you might have some BO here, body odor. This is also talking about you got a minute here. This is about the first sight here in this energy as well. It's also about stocks and bonds here. Something about something you put away for the future or to sell later or use later. Okay? Something about that. And then they got to have truths here. Somebody gets caught getting blowjobs. Somebody might not like to do it. But then the person decides to go get it from someone else. And that pisses somebody else off. Somebody might got, what is this? We got Nas X here. We got that X factor in life here. These are the Generation X here. This is make love last. This is when the news bites. This is openly We play for the same team here. This is the bacon day. This is lust and love, or love and lust. And this is also identity. This is also gender, bi, gender, bi, gender neutral, gender, they saying pangender. I don't know. Okay, that's enough of that. Ended up together because you could be yourself around them, or them, you. But they disagree with this stuff. Nope, they disagree. This is about some partners. They like to have multiple lovers. They embarrass you in public, in a public setting. Somebody gets a new start and a new cycle as well. Under cycles, something that you got to let go of here. Something is delayed, though. Something is delayed. Capable. Definitely a capable Leo out here. Capable Aries out here. Capable Pisces out here in the energy. Somebody might be causing a delay, though. But this third party might be causing this delay here, too. Offer to share the love here with somebody or third party. Somebody's offering to share it with somebody with the partners here. Suck it up, buttercup. Stuck in a rut. This is a dead end. It may be time for you to change your career change. This is I can talk. I can talk to you for hours. And I told you somebody got a crush on you. Somebody's shy here too. Somebody might be real shy. They like you too though, but they shy. Throat chakra, yeah, they shy. That's what this throat chakra is all about. They shy. Challenging times though. This person might be going through something though, some depression, some mental, anguish right about now. Nothing to do with you, but just some personal stuff going on though with them. This is the crown chakra. Yeah, they in their head about some things right now. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Things can be capable. It's gonna be capable to be together and all that. But this person says somebody in this energy steals your look, but it might be a third party too. Okay, but you got your own unique look. Nobody has your look. Okay, on the release. Okay, but they about to release somebody in this energy, this third party or something like that. Something about you ain't seen nothing yet. Karma and narcissism. Somebody might be a narcissist. This is observed. They want you to see some things. Or you going to see some things. This is blossoming. Somebody going to bloom. Flowers. Somebody might even get flowers. But it's talking about blooming, excelling, growing. Okay? It's refusing to see this though. But you will. Somebody got extra partners in this situation and circumstance. They might not told you that though, but they do. And they might be ready to get rid of it. Might be a baby mama. Might be an ex. Because they want to make love last. And they might be trying to make love last where love is over. Open up. It might be an open relationship too. Yeah, moving on. Yeah, like I said, they're moving on. Definitely moving on. And when they want to go, and they're going to reach out to you. After, they're going to reach out to you after they heal though. After. You know what I mean? They might go, like I said, they might be going through something in their head. They might be chanting. Like I told you, somebody might put some witchcraft on them to keep them, or whatever the case may be. But they're going to shake it off. You know what I mean? They're going to shake that off. Under love and lust. Yeah, somebody used their pea power on them with this cat hair. Or this witch's hat. Somebody uses their witch hat on them. Or their witchery on them. And they didn't have they was none the wiser. I just turned all these cards over, you guys. Yeah. Something about Homeland Security, too. Something about somebody wearing a cloak. Some concealment. Something about some imagination. Air sign. Excuse me, you guys. Something about conflict in this air sign energy, too. Something about incubation, about the O-star. Or star. Ostra. This is the incubation time. It's a time, like a gestational time, a time to grow, a time to, incubate. Gestational time. Somebody might even have a preemie, a baby that comes before time, and they might have a preemie. Something about for fulfillment. Something cup runneth over. Y'all love this little thing, little baby. Something about ancestors. Something about spirit and an annotation here. This is about remembrance. This is about the cycles came out twice. This is about in autumn. Something about autumn. Autumn and security. So witch's cottage and security. This is also coming home. Somebody might coming home. Homecoming. 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 Somebody might be going to homecoming or homegoing. Homecoming. It's homecoming. Something about homecoming. Something about moon cycle. Something in this cycle. I'm going to take that though. I'm going to see what they've been doing real quick. And then I'm going to say I'm going to catch you guys later. I didn't come to stay all day, but I came to stay for a short while. Okay, y'all, reconciliation is here under these cycles, okay? Under teachable time, that's here to teach you something here. Under your imagination, under the soul, under this air sign energy, okay? Something is hidden in the shadows here. And divine could be hidden in the shadows here as well, watching, okay? This is also resourcefulness here. In this energy, as you observe. This is talking about the beloved. This is about the radical acceptance. You're going to have to accept some things here in this energy. That somebody's watching you. Got a copycat, 34 energy. Lay of the land here in this energy of the ancestral wisdom. We also have the sky rider of the fates. Okay? Of moving on. Refusal of a call here. You might be refusing their call. They might be refusing your call because they tried to embarrass you in a public setting. Okay, something about that. Talk about who's wearing a cloak. Debt-free at last. Somebody that's wearing a cloak that's debt-free. New love or a new phase in love is beginning under this cloak. This is a money magnet underneath this cloak. Okay? Something that's being hidden. But because this is something that they said was delayed. Okay, someone has a horrible attitude. Okay, under the beloved radical acceptance. You got to accept this person's attitude or move forward. Femme fatale, man, no, female or man behind bars, serving hard time. Under the radical acceptance too, and it's also a teachable time. Just going to teach you a lesson about something you done. Protect your money, investment, stocks, bonds, IRAs, and 401k plans. And that came out already. And I told you that. That did tell you that, didn't I? Sure did. Sure did. I told you that the stocks and the bonds was up here. Something that you put away for the future or something for a sale or to use later in the energy. That's what they said here. This is assets, stocks, class, and bonds. This is investments. I understand that some of the newer models have bug shields. This is stock, supply, and common. This is out of this world. Number 34 might resonate with you. I think 34 came out twice. So about you develop a pair of a pair of glasses that lets you see through anything. So, yeah, 34 is twice. This is border force tries to stop a trafficking situation. So a border patrol tries to stop a trafficking situation under resources, under some kind of ancestral sign of synchronicity. It's not my fault. Grow up. Something about somebody's not their fault. Something about why their cup's not running over. But that's also part of their concealment too, and why they moved on. Get out of your head and into your heart. This is the truth. Awaken your heart center and let love in. The irresistibly desire to love or awaken into love. But they say this one of these relationships is a dead end relationship too. Under the reconciliation, under the well and tree. They said this is where you were. This person wanted to come back. They said this is a cycles. They said that it's the well and tree of reconciliations, and they've done this plenty of times before. But they said this is a dead end relationship here, though. On the number two, they're refusing to see what the irony of their behaviors or something here. So this is a misguided plus setup here. Uh-huh. This is don't judge me for how I treat him. Obviously, he likes it if his ass is still here. So that's the karmic talking. I told you that's why he can't come, and I told you that's why the relationship is dead. This is soul imprint. Unresolved wounds, karmic patterns, and inheritance are affecting this situation. Inheritance is affecting this situation. This is I have him on a short leash because he misbehaves. That's the karma. That's the fates. These are all the fates. Short imprints. This is they judging me. Don't judge me. Okay. These are how she keep him amused under the enchantments. They says we are enchanted when the muse sings the art spirit into us. And this is a wish granted. Believe in your abilities as the magic maker to manifest your wishes. They will soon be your reality. And that's his reality right now because he wished for this. Okay? And they might be some of his midnight cries right now, but at the same time, he got to suffer through it. Whatever they are. Discover the person beaten to death in a dodge. Don't bring them around me. I don't know them. I don't know their intentions. The jigsaw killer, where bodies parts were found. The world is a canvas to the imagination. The imagination came out, and you're a stuck-up bitch here. So, this is severe separation anxiety. This is be able to change yourself into a better person. We designed for change, and we are either getting better or we're getting worse. And this person might be getting worse because of this ending of this situation. I'm better off. I'm off to better things here. A daylight hooker for money or for love or for cash, fast, any means. Falls out of moving vehicle, window, door, or trunk. Somebody falls out of a car here, moving, or gets thrown out, or trying to escape a situation. Okay? This is your message. If you are liking these types of messages, if they resonate with you, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification along with the thumbs up. I would like to apologize for the lag time if there is any. Namaste, and now I must go. Bye, guys.